We need something crazier than that, Jerry. You're crazy. Show us your craziness.
You want my craziness? Cowboys are going to skunk them 35-0.
You heard it here. You heard it here first. Unfortunately, though, that cold weather is really affecting a lot of people. The South Plains Electric Co-op has been without power since early this morning. Right now, there are 20,000 people without power, and it's expected that 10,000 of people will remain without power through the night. But of course, crews are going to be working overnight to make sure that they can restore as much power as they can. And right now we're actually at Lubbock Cooper High School, which is one of the places that the Red Cross has set up for people who don't have electricity. You can see behind me the broken but already boarded up windows. Now the key is by breaking into the high school here, authorities believe that since the buildings are connected, the suspects actually gained access to both buildings. We begin with the breaking news about two men who had been injured after playing with a metal pipe. What had happened was they were stuffing the metal pipe with gunpowder and then putting golf balls into that pipe. When they lit the gunpowder, it would explode, sending the golf ball into the air. They were doing this with, we were told, a few friends, probably about 4 or 5 other witnesses. Now, then they decided that they wanted to use, instead of the golf ball, a potato, but by using that potato, it actually sealed. Reporting live from Texas Tech, Aaron Kennedy, KMAC 28 News.
Evidently pink and black spirit there. Cute hat, Aaron.
I caught some flack for this, but I like it. Thank you.
Yeah, it's the Girl Tech hat.
I
It's
agree.
pink.
Thank you, Carla. Police described the scene as bloody and violent. The bodies were found in the bedroom, the living room, and the kitchen. And since there was a struggle, there was furniture overturned. Police believe that the suspect may have gone to a local hospital and he may be injured. They're asking anyone with any information to please come forward and contact the Lubbock Police at 741-1000. Of course, stay with KMAC 28 and we will keep you advised. I just spoke with Lieutenant Victor Quintana. He told us that Fashion first is just not applicable today. We have to dress for warmth and you got to know it's going to be wet. I'm going to show you a mistake I made. I'm wearing cotton pants. Don't mind my color clashing. If you can see, I'm only standing out here a few minutes and I'm already 3 inches deep with my cuffs in this rain. It is so wet. What nobody knows. I've been standing right next to David just eating wings, hence my fingers. I really need a paper towel right now, but having lots of fun. Nice and cold outside, so you need to come in here. I'm Aaron Kennedy reporting live from the 7-Eleven on 19th and Iola, where officers are investigating a capital murder case. Earlier this morning around 4 o'clock, 2 suspects came into this 7-Eleven and shot 46-year-old Patricia Garcia in the neck or chest. The woman has since died, and before they were at this 7-Eleven, they actually robbed a 7-Eleven on 34th and Frankfort, and then after they left here, they robbed the Easy Mart on 50th and Chicago. The suspects are still on the loose, one described as wearing a black sweatshirt and khaki pants, the other one wearing a red sweatshirt and black pants. They have 2 weapons, 1 rifle, 1 shotgun. As you mentioned earlier, these 2 cases are similar to one big puzzle. The sheriff's office has gained substantial information in the past year, but it's that last piece of the puzzle that's eventually going to complete the picture and solve the murders. And they are confident that a name will lead to an arrest. Students and Tech parents don't know is that Texas Tech officers basically have 2 choices when dealing with students. If hand-to-hand force isn't working or if their presence isn't enough, the officers are required to use deadly force against the student. Texas Tech police. And you get a jersey for me.
Yeah, we saw you last week, or a couple of weeks ago, wearing the Roy Williams jersey. And we thought you look good in it, but we thought you'd look better in a Lynn Scott jersey. So we brought you a Lynn Scott jersey.
And I really appreciate it, and that I will be putting that on in 1 second. And thank you so much for being here, and tell Lynn, obviously, that we wish him the best. In the meantime, David, I've got to go change. But Principal Matson says Alderson Academy has 8 crisis counselors on hand to help all the teachers and students coping with Ronald's death. A very special 8-year-old decided that his saved change would be better spent if it were donated. And so his $10 donation inspired all 645 Hardwick Elementary students to do the same. And so began the Pennies for Asia fundraiser. And actually each grade is going to compete against each other, and the class with the most cash wins a field trip to Breedlove Dehydrated Foods. Hey, random knowledge. The Cowboys are 51-38 with the Eagles, right? So I am predicting a win since odds have it in our favor. I'm going to go with 21-7.
21-7. Somebody's laughing over here. I'm just keeping my fingers crossed that this is actually a football game. I know the Philadelphia Eagles fan over here is thinking that it's going to be a blowout, and we kind of hope it's not going to be that, but come out to Hooters, enjoy the football game, eat wings. I'm going to eat some wings right about now. What do you think? I know you've already eaten, what, about 3 dozen?
At least. I'm the one putting the dent in the pile here of wings, but they are really good. Surprisingly enough, this is actually my first time to Hooters, and I'm really enjoying it. Everybody here is having a lot of fun. The wings are phenomenal. I'm in it. Is there anything you want me to look for in these snowflakes? They're big, thick, and wet.
Well, see if you can bring back a couple for us.
We will do that. You might actually get it when you're not expecting it, those snowflakes.
Well, thank you so much. It's so good to see you this morning, Aaron.
You too, Ron.
We have Aaron Kennedy, morning anchor, out live this morning to give us information. Hi, Aaron. How's it going?
Good morning, Matt. How are you doing in there?
I'm doing pretty well. How's it looking outside? I'm sure probably not as
It's
well.
looking pretty bad. The worst part is it's still sinking in. I think you've been inside. Thankfully, you've been on the air since 3, but we'll show you what happened when the storm came through here. This is one of our news cars. You can check the windshield right here. Not only did the hail just puncture right through there and create these holes, if you can tell, the entire windshield itself is shattered. There's broken glass right here on the tail end of the car. And this, I think, it's the safety glass, so it doesn't hurt you, but this is incredible damage right here. Actually, Matt, one of our camera operators had the same thing happen to the back of his car. 6 holes, he said. So we actually have a lot of damage that we're looking at outside here, a lot of broken glass. Now we're going to take you inside. As I told you earlier today, we were trying to move the car. Whoops! Sorry, we have a lot of cords here we're tripping on. We were trying to move the cars in before it started coming down. I felt like Dorothy in The Wizard of Oz because I didn't make it in time for the twister or to save our cars.
Luckily, no twister, so.
Right. This car here, I think, sustained the most hail damage. If you can hopefully see this with just the light reflecting on it.
Yeah, we can kind of see.
You can see that? Okay.
Yeah.
Now, this this is painful to look at.
Yeah.
I know that this is going to be hard to check out over here. We're actually going to go around. This one, this car here sustained some hail damage. Doesn't seem as bad as the other one. The owner shall remain nameless, but I can feel it right now, and you're going to notice that when the car is dry. Looking at more extensive damage here. Sorry that we have to go around here. I know, Matt, you were saying that the storm might be coming back this way. That's why we moved in. Okay.
Yeah, there's a second storm coming this direction.
Okay, we're moving around because, unfortunately, and we have to say thank you to photojournalist Bob Bailey here, who's tailing me around.
And thank you for everyone who's helped us out this morning. A lot of people came in way before their time. They usually come in this morning to help us out. I want to thank directors and everyone else for that.
Can you get this, Bob, up here? Sorry. This is the wind deflector.
Oh,
yeah.
It's gone.
Yeah, ooh. I tell you what I'm doing right after this is checking my deductible.
My mom told me mine, and I don't want to think about it.
I don't either. Now this one is extremely bad on the hood here. I don't know if you can tell. Now, Matt, the crazy thing is I'm from Colorado, right? I'm used to hail damage.
Oh yeah.
But this is really bad, and this is the first time that I've ever seen hail damage that actually dented the metal window pane here around the windshield.
Wow.
And it's not so much on this side of the car, it's more on the other one, but we really can't squeeze through the two right now, squeeze through them. But yes, I think that a lot of people are going to be waking up to this kind of damage, and unfortunately, there was really nothing you could do because thankfully you gave us adequate warning to know that it was too late to move our cars, but too late to move them inside. So is there anything that you'd like us to be looking for out here?
Just general damage, get an assessment of things, and try to stay safe because we do have another severe thunderstorm coming toward us right now this morning. Aaron, thank you very much.
Thank you, Matt.
I appreciate it. Live Pinpoint. We have Aaron Kennedy out live this morning with more information for us. Aaron, how's it going?
Good, Matt. How are you doing inside there?
I'm doing all right, doing all right. What do you have for us?
Well, you know, I'm trying to look around because I know you said that another storm's going to be hitting this kind of area of the metro, but it doesn't look that bad. I'm seeing some lightning off to the north of us, but nothing storm-wise so far. We want to show you some more damage that we had seen. Okay, this are what we call spider cracks, right, Bob?
Yeah.
Spider cracks. Because I don't know if you can see this, I'll just trace my finger along it, but the hail hit here, and then it just kind of blossoms open. There's a really bad one over here on the upper corner of the windshield, zooming in on that. And you can see that not only did it just crack out, but that's also some serious damage. We were trying to remember the last time we did a story with an auto glass company, because they're going to be having a lot of really good business. Again, same thing on this news car, one right here, a few more cracks over here on the right-hand side. Oh, and right down here too. Seriously, Matt, the sun hasn't even come out yet, and each time that we look at this, here's another one right over here, we're finding more each time. So we know that a lot of people are probably going to be waking up to some really damaged cars this morning. Again, we were telling you about the hail damage over here. And one other things that I wanted to show you, I appreciate we have like a whole camera crew out here trailing us around.
That's okay.
Is there something that you want us to be looking for though in the meantime with the weather? A lot of dark clouds.
Yeah, there are a lot of dark clouds out there. For the most part, it's looking like this next storm might end up tracking a little farther west where we won't have to worry about it here as much at the station as they will in Wolfforth or Ropesville, that sort of area. So I think right now just start assessing, continue to assess damage outside. It's good to have you live out there.
Right,
to be able
Matt,
to...
I want to show you one more thing real quick. I'm
please.
sorry. This windshield on the back car, the one that I showed you last time,
Yeah.
what I hadn't realized is how really soft it is. Look at
Oh,
that.
wow.
Isn't that
Yeah.
unbelievable? Now, the only thing I think that's holding it together is the tinting on the back side. This
Oh,
is
geez.
just completely shattered glass. So, yep, it's falling off right now. Oh my goodness!
Oh, wow.
Oh.
See, that's why, Aaron,
Whew.
you
I wasn't even pressing that hard. Okay.
You see, and we always make fun of you for busting mics. Now you cracked a windshield.
I'm so fired.
We have this
I am
we have
so
this video
fired.
to prove it. I'm sorry.
Okay,
we're
well,
trying
anyway.
we're trying to make light of a situation that is, thank you, Aaron, for that report.
Yeah, anytime, Matt.
Yeah, we're trying to make light of a situation. We have Erin Kennedy out live this morning to give us more information. She's been assessing the damage all morning long. Erin, what do you have for us?
Matt, it gets worse each time you toss to me because it keeps getting brighter out. We keep seeing more and more damage. This car, I think, probably got the worst of it. And if you can see, at least, I think with the color, it lends itself well so that you can notice all these super big dents in the car. Now, this is something that I've never seen before. And I am a seasoned hail veteran. I'm from Colorado. We'll see if you can get this. The metal around the window panes here is dented. Can you see that on TV, Matt?
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah, the dents we
I've
have there.
never seen that before. So this is something that people are going to be waking up to seeing this. Again, the wind deflector thing. Oh my goodness, I can't.
Oh man.
This.
Oh, man.
Yes, I told you. Right when I finish this live shot, I'm going to go and look exactly what my deductible is. And here's another car here. This one, we're getting to notice it more now too. This isn't as bad, but you can feel it when you're seeing it. You see something here, Bob?
Yeah, that's one right there. I see it in the light.
Oh, okay, see, I can't see it from it's going to be one of those things that when the sun starts coming up and when things start drying, you're going to be able to notice it. We're going to toss to some video now, Matt, and I'm going to try and narrate exactly what happened because I was here with you in the studio when this is exactly what happened. This is video taken from inside the garage here that I'm actually standing in. That's the red car that I was previously pointing to. What had happened was when you told us that the hail was going to come down, I tried to move in our cars as fast as I could, but I wasn't listening to you, which was don't go out in this hail because it really is dangerous. The hail that you're seeing now was, I'd liken it to probably ice cube size. And then that's the car window that previously fell when someone pushed on it a little bit too hard.
We won't say who that was.
No names need to be mentioned. But our camera operator, same thing happened to him. Hail, that's it right there. Hail just right through the glass. And the glass is just shattering on impact. The only thing that's keeping it together is, again, the window tinting between it. But we were out here in the morning. Jesse, our photojournalist, was actually walking around with a box over his camera, not his head, because we take such good care of our equipment here, but we wanted to see what was going on. And so we got what we could. Thankfully, it just seems to be a light drizzle right now that the cars are safe in the garage, right, Murphy's Law. But is there anything else that you want me to look at for you?
That should pretty well do it. If you can get out and get actual damage video of some areas in Lubbock, because we know here at the station, but I think the main damage was probably a little ways west of us.
You're right, Matt, and good point. I do believe that we have a crew on the way, so we will be getting that to you as soon as we can.
Okay, Aaron, thank you very much. Really appreciate that. We're going to continue into Good Morning.
Tell me what you saw and where you were and all that kind of thing.
I was walking right here, to my mom's house. When I got to my mom's house, I looked back and I seen like 2 feet below, a bunch of smoke. So I figured, I heard a bunch of kids breaking glass in their house over there, so I figured they started it, but then I don't know really who started it. Somebody.
Okay, keep rolling. Here's your tape.
Just look at me. Rolling? Okay, go ahead and state your name and spell it, please.
Jeremy, Jeremy.
Your last name?
Ramon, Ramon.
Okay, tell me what you saw when you went outside.
Oh, when I came out here because my my brother's friend barely got here, and I saw the fire over here was already on, and this fire barely started to turn on, like someone barely had started it.
Was it really bad when you saw it? Tell me what the flames were like.
Over here, I saw I could already see the flames, on the outside, and over here, it got all smoky, it's barely, the smoke was barely coming out.
Were these abandoned or?
Oh yeah.
I've got 2 people out there, okay?
While they were standing there, some of the guys could look over here to our site right now here with 9th and S. Saw several units in this building were involved. The district chief, this commander on scene, called for, this isn't the second line, we just have an additional structure fire at another site, and called out another units for an additional structure fire. Sounded a call back for command staff to come in for the logistics to set everything up. And right now we're in the process of extinguishing both fires.
They're still burning?
We've got some. Looks like there's some in the attic of this one, and further down in the south unit. The other side over on 10th Street, I'm not sure. They said they were close to knocked down, I think.
They're pretty much out.
Well, they're going to have an extensive overhaul on this one. I haven't been over to the other side on 10th Street to look at it yet.
These are vacant buildings. Both.
These are both vacant, yes.
Some residents said, the guy was walking by, they heard kids playing, throwing glass, breaking glass.
I don't have any information to that. FMO has been notified, and they'll be on the scene shortly if they're not already here.
Any early why they were set?
No, I don't have any of that information. It's under investigation right now.
You're injured?
No injuries I'm aware of right now.
No taken to the hospital?
No.
Nobody was in either of them around?
No, nobody was around.
Tell me what you saw and where you were and all that kind of thing.
I was walking right here, to my mom's house. And, when I got to my mom's house, I looked back and I seen like 2 feet below, a bunch of smoke. So I figured, I heard a bunch of kids breaking glass in their house over there. So I figured they started it, but then I don't know really who started it. Somebody started the fire.
So you're walking by this place and you hear kids in there or somebody in there breaking glass.
Yeah. No, this one right here, the shutter over here, the shutter abandoned door out there. I heard it sounded like some kids breaking the windows in here. I didn't see no smoke, but then when I passed, I didn't see nothing here either. I didn't hear nothing. When I got over there and I turned back, that's when everything was started.
You live right around here. Is there a problem? There's a lot of abandoned places around here. Is there a problem with kids and with people messing around in these abandoned houses?
I think since school's out in the spring break, I'm pretty sure, yeah, probably now.
A lot of kids are around just trying to find things to do.
Yeah, just trying to break into something like kids.
These places are being taken down, obviously, part of the North Overton project. There's a lot of abandoned places.
Yeah, and I guess they just don't got nothing to do with how to analyze the buildings. I'm pretty sure it had to be kids that started.
First and last name?
Albert Zapata. A-L-B-E-R-T-Z-A-P-A-T-A.
Dead? Bobby?
Fuel prices is probably the second.
Hey, who comes out to investigate this stuff? Who comes out to investigate this stuff? Who they say comes out?
Fire marshal. They come out to investigate the arson. Mic check, mic check, mic check. 1 2 1 2 1 2. Mic check, mic check. Here. As far as I can go.
Here, I want you to do this. I'm gonna start here, then I want you to go over here, start over there, and I'm gonna say a few things, then come back. Okay, I'm gonna get out of the way like this and come over here, okay? And then I'll jump back in. Check, check, check. How we doing? Are we good? Yeah. Ready? 3, 2, and 1. Randy, in a matter of minutes, 2 separate fires in 2 separate abandoned apartment complexes broke out. The first started at the house down the way here, the house that's been converted into an apartment complex. Now, while firefighters were working there, they saw this fire over here start about 200 yards away. 6 trucks, 30 firefighters in all have put both fires out. It took about an hour to get both out. Firefighters say they were difficult fires to fight because they were abandoned buildings. Abandoned buildings, they say, go up a lot quicker than ones with residents inside. Was that all right? Here we go, here we go. Here's my trail. No, come here, come here. Here's my trail. Just cover this with video. The fire marshal, 3, 2, and 1. The fire marshal's office has been called out to investigate both fires. Arson is in question. Now, a neighbor we talked to of both residents was walking by just before one of the fires started. He said he saw kids and heard glass being broken. Actually, hang on. Do that again. Do that again because he says that in his soundbite. Do that again. Hang on, he says that in his soundbite. I said exactly what he's going to say. 3, 2, and 1. The fire marshal's office has been called out to investigate both fires. Arson is in question. Now, a neighbor we talked to both residents was walking by just before the fire started. There we go. Here we go. Come here. I need to close. I need to close. Here we go. As we speak, the fire marshal's office is on the scene investigating the fire. The reason they are here is because both fires started very quickly. There, hang on. 3, 2, and 1. As we speak, the fire marshal's office is on the scene investigating both fires. They are here because one fire started very quickly away from the other. They say that is a quick. No, here we go. Sorry. Here we go. 3, 2, and 1. The fire marshal's office is on the scene as we speak. They say arson is in question because both fires started very quickly apart, only 200 yards apart. They say that is a sign of arson. Now, hang on. What should I say at the end? Reporting from North Lubbock, Mark Kennedy. What did he say?
Yeah, you go.
There we go. Here, let me say it one more time. 3, 2, and 1. As we speak, the fire marshal's office is on the scene investigating both fires because they took place so quickly. God damn it. Because they together. 3, 2, and here we go. 3, 2, and 1. As we speak, the fire marshal's office is on the scene. They say because both fires took place so close together, they say that could be a sign of arson. Reporting in North Lubbock, Mark Kennedy, KMAC 28 News.